Hello, I'm Dr. Karin Drummond with Drummond Chiropractic, and I'm going to share with you how I explain to people how to get into downward dog. But again, check with a healthcare provider to make sure it's safe for you, and I would always advise to see a yoga instructor so they can look at you and see what kind of modifications you may need for downward dog. I like people to start on their hands and knees. Make sure your middle finger is facing forward, that your knees are underneath your hips, that your shoulders are back and down, almost like you're trying to turn your hand this way to keep your elbows rotated in and your shoulders back and down. The next step is to find your neutral pelvis. Drop your belly to hyperextend your back to find your extreme extension, and then tuck your belly in and arch your back to find your extreme flexion. Kind of play with that a couple times till you find your neutral pelvis. Another thing that you should do while you're doing downward dog is engage what they call your bandhas, which is like doing a kegel. Making sure your belly is really tight and strong. That way you get the bonus of increasing your core strength while you're practicing downward dog. Tuck your toes in. Remember to keep your pelvis in that neutral slight arch, and then press back. Now the goal is to make sure you keep your neutral pelvis. If you have to arch your back to drop your heels down, that's a good way to hurt your back. So you might want to play with straightening one leg and then the other until you get to the point where you're nice and loose, and maybe you can reach the floor with your heels, but again, that is not the goal. If you're really flexible, you might find that your head can really drop down and through your shoulders. But that's a good way to irritate your shoulders. So make sure that your back is in alignment with your arms. And then you want to drop your head down, making sure you can shake your head, no, nod your head, yes. Make sure it's very relaxed in the neck. If your heels are on the ground, make sure you can wiggle your toes so you're not pinching the mat with your toes. And I hope that you can reach a nice stretch with your downward dog, because it doesn't matter what you look like, it matters what you're feeling on the inside. I hope you enjoy.